All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. This is Tyler Yoff
with the brother Karab.
All right, and it's going to be like a real quick lesson going into the prophecy of the coming of the Lord. Matthew 24, and then, whatever the Spirit will, then we'll hit it from that way too. But definitely it's a lot going on when you look at the situation of World War III. You got these skirmishes going on all over the globe, whether they be wars, uprisings of the people. When you find that scripture that said that it was going to be upbraidment of the people, I think that's what it said, upbraidment of the people during this day, and it goes along with Matthew 24. If you want to bring that out, you can bring that out.
Okay, I'll grab that real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at verse 3. And this is, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?"
Yeah, so when you start seeing these different things happening, right now it's something going on in Dublin right now, right? And that scripture was, where things are going to get so hard for certain immigrants that go to these other countries. What they're going to do is they're going to say, you know what, F that, we're going back to our own people. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what's going on over there in Dublin. All right, they got all these janky crimes getting committed against the people that live there by these Muslim immigrants that's coming there from, they might be coming from Palestine, they might be coming from other areas that's in conflict, due to the Western world sticking their hand in the cookie jar, so to speak, and corrupting their societies with puppet leaders. Syria, Iraq, you get what I'm saying? All these places that these Muslims, they run from, and they go to these other countries. France is another place that they having a problem with immigrants, and here in America, very soon, man.
Yeah, so
okay.
When you have here in America, you have an influx of people coming in at the border, all right? Some people are also saying that there's some Chinese spies amongst them. All right, some military men all amongst them, So with that being said, and then you also have the Levites, all right, coming from Haiti. They're getting shipped over here. They're just getting dropped off. And what that's doing is that's getting a lot of these American citizens, all right, they're getting ramped up, all right? They're getting riled up because, what was supposed to be theirs is now given it to other people.
That's right.
So their portion is now cut small. And with that being said, these people are going to protest more and more, all right? Let some more tragedies happen. And guess what? As America opens its border and these people come over, you're going to start seeing more uproars of the people.
That's right.
Why? Because all it is they're cutting a piece of pie smaller and smaller and give you a smaller portion. All right. When there's a large amount of people but a set amount of substance or resources, you have to divvy it up between those people. All right. And that can also lead to what? As we read 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, because these people and their mindset is going to be taken from one. And you know what I'm saying, and utilizing what they taken from somebody else.
That's right.
All right. So continuing on, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, "Take no heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, or I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many." And
so you was talking about that today.
Yeah.
With the false prophet that's over there in Israel.
Yep.
Okay. See, right now, like the elder apostle, not Gabab, but Ramlab and Elder Yashawama, they was going into last night, and their late live sit down was on more or less Esau's strange behavior. You know what I'm saying? And within that, Esau is pushing a whole bunch of falsehoods as usual. We know that this man can't get it right, even if he wanted to. But now, kinky hair is a disease. That's what they have labeled kinky hair now. So that means that anybody that had kinky hair
They're living as a cursed people.
People. That's it. You see what I'm saying? So they show Danish people as people with kinky hair, you know. And we're not to say that you know there won't be Israelites that come from the Danes. You see what I'm saying? With that prescribed hair, but first and foremost, Esau is the carnal man, so he's only trying to show you their skin complexion and the kinkiness of their hair, saying that equates to them. Also, Benjamin Netanyahu, which is not a, you know, JOO, is crazy with the scriptures.
He's utilizing his the scriptures and the verses of the scriptures to further push his agenda.
Yeah.
All right. To basically, what is it? Damn, what's the word, man? The right word.
Perpetuate.
To perpetuate, but to also when you basically do something and you want the, you know, you want the people to agree upon what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we're going to use the scripture and say this ultimately, because they're saying that they're the Lord's chosen people, right? And in the Bible, justified. There you go. The water, brother. They're trying to justify by using the scriptures as it doesn't pertain unto them. All right? So, with that being said, even Netanyahu mentioned about this false Messiah that's being pushed over there, man. You see? So, when you look at the scene, or you look at how the earth is going, we can see Matthew 24 being played out as clear as day.
Perfect.
All right? It's all in the matter of sequence, because we understand that these things have to come to pass before the Lord Yahweh shall return. All right? But once again, these things have to come to pass, right?
Yeah.
Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, so now you got this war that's ramping up between Taiwan and America. China being coupled with it, okay? Yeah, all that stuff is out there in the South China Sea, but we know scripturally that they're all at one time going to turn and basically try to come against this place. It's, as it says in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, right? It says that all of these people are going to gather themselves and put their battle array against this place, you know? And, you know, no doubt about it, Putin's not he's the one key piece.
Yeah.
But it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
And it's getting down to the wire now, okay? Because when you read more of the prophecies that's keep on popping off the page when it comes to these rumors of wars, well, they're damn near everywhere now. Okay? Everybody's getting ready to go to war against who? Against Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it.
And when you think about it, those proxy armies and stuff like those are little militias.
Yeah.
You know, they're in it. Like, you know, when you speak of Hamas, or you speak of all these the Hezbollah and all these different militias that's there. You know, they're stepping up to the forefront. As the scripture said, let the weak say I'm strong. We understand that speaking on smaller nations that didn't have the protection, that didn't have the arms to fight against these greater nations with the substance and the weaponry. But we understand that also can be applied to these little militias stepping up against,
that's right.
You know, these top tier countries with these big armies.
And you know what's crazy about that is most of these militias are these top tier countries, but they just like sub splits from them. Okay, just like
because like Hezbollah, I believe is backed by Iran.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? And with that being said, Iran has issues with Israel. And look at that, you know what I'm saying? Look how it's coming into play. So all the players is getting drawn in to this big old pot of destruction.
Yeah.
All right. So
by prophecy, because it says the least of them shall draw them out.
Draw them out. That's right.
And the least of them is that place, Israel. Now the Jews is the ones that's causing all the hoopla all over the planet, man. When you really look at it, you know.
That's right.
They're trying to do something over there, as far as taking the land and opening up another channel, okay, in that place where that land is, to get goods and services back and forth, where the Lord already made what he wanted over there for that, okay?
Verse 7 says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And we have that being displayed once again, because you had, I believe, what country was it? Slovakia. But it was a country had massive earthquakes. I believe, what was it? And they said that a volcano was going to erupt.
Iceland.
Iceland. Yep, in Iceland. They were saying that they had over 1,000 earthquakes within a short amount of time from each other. You know what I'm saying? So 1,000 earthquakes a day. All right, and that was shaking up the tectonic plate, which also affects the volcanoes. So when there was a video that we had put on, you can see people latching up their sheep. You can see people jumping in their vehicles and they taking off. But there's a big old crack in the middle of the road. All right, there's a crack over the road just opened up. All right, these are the things that the Lord said that was going to take place. And real quick, I want to grab a quick precept if you don't mind. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 6, and it says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord with hosts, Lord of hosts, Salakia, of hosts with earthquakes and great noise, and storms and tempests, and the flame of devouring fire." And as you dig more into that article or look up those videos, they were saying people was hearing noises come out the cracks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's not a pleasant thing. All right, they was hearing noises come out the crack. So guess what? They just jumped in the car and took off.
And they took off.
You know what I'm saying?
The groanings. It's like the scriptures say.
The earth is mourning. The earth is mourning.
That's the groanings coming from the workings of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lord is visiting this place, and He's doing it by way of His judgments, because that's what these people here. All right, and I'm talking about stretched across the four corners of the earth. These people here don't have no fear of Yahweh Bahashim El Shai. All right, if you look and read in the scriptures, you can see right after we left out of Egypt, in the old time, there was the nations that feared the Lord. They feared the Lord's people because they feared the Lord.
That's right.
All right. Yeah. So now you have a lawless civilization, a lawless people ruling. All right, and not just only that, you have the vibration of this lawless people ruling all on the other people as well.
That's right.
Even down to our people, out to Israel.
Well, it says that in Proverbs,
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got it. Yep. Proverbs 29 and verse 2. Yeah. And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they do. All right, you can see it with the uprising of the people. Pretty soon, there's going to be mass chaos in the streets with lawlessness. Mm-hmm. All right, because the people, and it ties into a number of things. See, this is what it meant when it means pressure from above, and pressure from below. Mm-hmm. You get that middle class right there is going to get squeezed out, and then you're just going to have poor and rich. Mm-hmm. But the poor is always going to be up to the scheme of trying to overtake the rich. And it's going to happen because the scripture says it's going to happen. The plowman shall overtake the reaper. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So the rich has put themselves in a gin, so to speak. Mm-hmm. A snare. Because sure as that's happening, they enterprises to do what? Come with their new world order, mm-hmm. or their new agenda 2030.
2030.
And that's just blatantly slavery. That's all it is.
Yeah, because when you go into it, it's called the Sustainable Development Guidelines, I believe, SDG, Agenda 2030. All right, they give you a list of things which they blew up the Georgia Guidestones, but we can see they just fashioned it in a new under a new name, which is Agenda 2030. Yeah. Right. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to full on have control over all things and all people within a specific time.
That's right.
All right. And going back to what you had mentioned about the poor coming up against the rich, it's been so long that the poor and the needy has been down and out. And let alone when the time of the pandemic took place and they gave these people a little taste of what money feels like. Now you have people that don't want to work. Now you have people in the store stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Just blatantly stealing.
Yeah, stealing. And the purpose is, and the reason is because these people see others living a lavish life and they don't get the chance to.
That's it.
They don't get the chance to.
Well, and it's figured out now. Mm-hmm. Not to cut you off, but it's figured out now. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like they know the wicked scheme of the agenda.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the scripture says, I'm going to grab it real quick, but you got to think about it. As Esau been getting away with it, all right, this devil, the so-called white man been getting away with thievery. They call it capitalism. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Big bank take little bank, a big dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? As they've been getting away with it, a lot of our people are getting the information All right, and they're starting to do the same thing. That's why scamming right now is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
That's why thievery is at an all-time high. That's why cutthroat deals and backdooring, as they call it, is going on right now.
And see, that all plays a part in the Agenda 2030 because they're going to ultimately push for what? The CHIP. Because all this is going on, the backdoor and the running in stores and stealing everything. You know what I'm saying? The money that's not seen and everybody's getting it. You get what I'm saying? They want an end to that. This is how this WEF is trying to run the world.
That's right.
Okay.
And they try to pay attention to everything that's going on. You got to remember this too. It gets to a certain point where they'll allow the chaos and the destruction to happen. But at a certain point, they're gonna try to like it says, order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to sweep in and try to fix the solution under their new guidelines.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, y'all, just like when these people be looting the stores. Eventually, after a while, the store loses a lot of money and the store shuts down. Right?
Yeah.
But what happens is when it starts to get to a point when they're like, you know what, this is starting to be too much. Now we're gonna bring in the troops. Now we're gonna bring these people in a set order amongst these people because they're out of hand. But once again, that's what the devil wants. That's what he wants. He wants, you know, his troops to go out there and set order for him. All right. So now these people are now bending according to his ways. Oh yeah, you got to sit in the house. You can't come out. You can only come out for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, hardcore slavery. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the chip, right? It was also mentioned back once again during the pandemic. There was brothers that did lessons, and there was people that was speaking that said, yo, they couldn't even go to a certain block.
That's right.
They couldn't even go to a certain block. They had to go outside and had to be in a little certain perimeter, and they had to go right back.
That was over in England.
Yeah.
Over in England,
also in Barbados, I believe in Barbados and the islands too.
Yep.
You know, so you couldn't go that far. You had to go, if you had to go to the store, it had to be one person. So it's the fashioning of what they trying to push. But now we can see that it's about to come head on.
So the test city for that was China. Okay.
Yep.
And it got revealed with the cause they already have their what do you call that? 15-minute cities already set up in China. You know, it was set up that time when the Apple scandal came out, how they was treating the Apple employees. That was a 15-minute city. The employees lived on the premises where they worked at. You get what I'm saying? And they was given food, shelter, and clothing. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, they were also told that they couldn't leave the premises. You see? So that was like a work area prison. That's how these 15-minute cities are going to be.
Yeah. I got something real quick just from Wikipedia. This goes into a smart city. It says a smart city is a technologically modern urban area. And notice that they said urban. When you ever hear about urban, you think of Jake. You think of Jake that live in the urban area. Most of the time, these heathens and Esau, they live in the suburbs. So it's talking about an urban area. And when you notice about urban area, they're more, there's more heavily populated.
That's right.
Houses are stacked on each other. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to share the damn same yard with somebody else, a complete stranger, because you in the same building. It's just one floor, and however it goes, right? It says a modern urban area that uses different types of electronic methods and sensors to collect specific data. Information gained from that data is used to manage assets, resources, and services efficiently in return. So once they collect all these data, it's like, okay, this person likes to leave the house at this time, he comes back at this time. This person usually make purchases and spend this amount on his gas. All right, we're gonna use this data and we're gonna feed. All right, you gotta fit in between this this limit, right? That's how they doing it, right? It says, I'm going to read that again. Information gained from that data is used to manage assets, resources, and services efficiently. And another resource is food.
That's right. All
right. You go to the store, if you have a certain amount that they tell you can have, you know, you got to get exactly what they tell you. You can't get an orange over. You can't get nothing short. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give you exact. You can't even have someone behind the counter hook you up. Because it's going to be electronic. It's going to be robots, AI-based.
AI. This is what's going on right now. I watched the video on Instagram yesterday night. And it says, be careful. Your job's going to get taken over. Because now they got the robots over there with human faces walking around already with trays in their hand and going to tables. You see what I'm saying? So this technocratic age, which is the fourth industrial revolution, is here. Okay. On top of that, you got to read the Farm to Fork Initiative, okay, and that's controlled by Bill Gates. You see what I'm saying? This is why he bought up all the farmland, right? And on that truck, apples are going to be put on that truck, but every apple is going to be accounted for.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it get to the store, it will be scanned in as such. But then, from that base data that they're getting from every person, whether it's through your phone, whether it's through your purchases on your credit card, however the case may be, they're going to compile all that data and give it just to that one person.
Yeah. So, for instance, right, an example of that is, right, so there's insurance companies now that's sending out this little machine. It's a little electronic machine.
The ride-along machine.
So you stick it in your cigarette lighter area, right?
Yep.
And what it does is it monitors how you drive. Eventually, after a month or two, you send it back in, and they kind of build the rates based off of how you drive.
That's it.
So that's kind of that's just an example of how they're gonna push. Okay, you like to buy this, that, and third. All right, we're gonna kind of confine you to this. This is what you're gonna get, and this is how much you want to spend. Oh, you got 4 people in the house. This is and it's all digital. So once again, there's no way you can kind of sneak around and hide and try to add a few or whatever the case is, or buy it off somebody else, because that ultimately they want to see who has it, where it's going, you know what I'm saying, and what's in the account. If they want to make sure they got all eyes on it.
And basically, that I watched that documentary, Social Dilemma, right? And on that documentary, they said one point in time, Google had they had the barge over there with all the servers on it. But that server in that Social Dilemma, he told everybody what that server was for. Right? It's to collect or compile data to build an image of the person on that database, so they would know how the person reacts humanly, you know what I'm saying, or emotionally, or what turns on a person, or what a person doesn't like. Because now you can see it on YouTube. Sometimes it'll ask you, is this information useful for you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even on Instagram, do you like this information, or do you like this? Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? And they compiling all that into a database, you see?
Yeah.
To try to figure out your mind, because Klaus Schwab himself said he wants to know what people are thinking, okay, before they even think it. So it's going to be like the movie with Tom Cruise. It'll come to me. I can't remember the name of it. I can remember the name of it, but it's foggy right now.
That's all good. So I'm gonna finish reading up on this. It says, in return, the data is used to improve operations across the city. This includes data collected from citizens, devices, buildings, and assets that is processed and analyzed to monitor and manage traffic and transportation system, power plants, utilities, urban forestry, water supply networks, waste, criminal investigation, information systems, schools, library, hospitals, and other community services. Smart cities are defined as smart both in the way in which is their government harness technology, as well as in how they monitor, analyze, plan, and govern the city. You see? And it says, I'm gonna read that part again. It says, smart cities are defined as smart both in the ways in which their governments harness technology, so they're going to use technology, like you said, technocracy, right? As well as in how they monitor, how they keep track of you, analyze, they paying attention to what you're doing, plan, they're gonna have these things lay out for you, and govern, which is also a sense of control, govern the city. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how you put it, you think about these 15-minute cities, this is total control.
All day long.
Total control. There's no way around it.
You get 2 Corinthians 2 and 11.
Gotcha.
You know?
2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. And it reads, at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, we're not supposed to be. Coming into the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. What's about to befall this place, Babylon the Great, you should be more aware of. Okay, listen how people talk, whether more than emotion. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what's being said here, because they have to tell on themselves due to the left-hand side. Okay, the Lord got the prophets that say it, what he's going to do on the right-hand side, and the devil got his prophets to say it, which is the media. Okay, they tell you what's going on, and then they give you an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? Which is a fluff story or something like that to cloud your brain. You know, so they'll use that to their advantage, but it's to the masses that are going to be sheeple. Okay, they're not going to understand anything that's going on. Some people are going to be lost in love. Some people are going to be lost in riches. Some people are going to be deceitful to get gain. You get what I'm saying?
That's because they take. That's the thing is, right? That's why the Lord said this. Let me grab it real quick. Let's get 1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and verse 15, and it reads. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Right? For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, and is not of the Father, but is of the world. And that's the thing, right? You know, these people want to keep their lives. That's why when that lockdown took place, I know I'm referencing the lockdown and all these different things, but once again, those are all things you can pull from to see how it's coming. These people was asking for normalcy to come back.
That's it.
These people want to go back outside. When these people wasn't getting their hair cut, when men wasn't getting their hair cut, and these women wasn't getting their hair done, you know what they was saying. You know, they was like, "Oh, can you just open everything back up so we can go get my, you know what I mean? So I can go look good again, so I can hit the club, so I can do this, so I can do that." That's where their mind is occupied.
Yeah.
So when Esau comes, he's dangling that lifestyle right in front of you as a piece of meat, and you're a starving individual, right? And what happens then? It's either you're gonna, all right, you want to be down. Well, I give it to you, but you got to be down. You got to accept what I'm giving you.
That's it.
And
I'm putting you down.
That's how it's gonna cloud their judgment, because one, the scripture tells you to stay far away from the lawless man, right? Stay away from this devil. Why? Because it gives you the attributes. It tells you how, you know, he sitteth in the lurking places, seeking. You know what I mean? Basically,
seeking whom he may devour.
Whom he may devour. But also Psalms 10, real quick. Psalms 10 and verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. And that's the thing. These people don't want to accept that this devil is coming with fraud. You know what I'm saying? They just care about, damn, if I ain't got no, you know what I mean? I got to get this bag. I got to look good. My kids got to look good. We got to eat everything. You know what I'm saying? But they're not thinking about this man is setting them up for the okie doke.
Oh, the long haul. All right, where your mind should be in this getting received by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Taken up. That's where your mind's supposed to be in the long run, you know? You gotta damn all this shit, man. This place is going away.
It's gone.
Fast.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Like Paul said, man, I count all things as dung for Yahweh Shai's sake. You gotta remember, we trying to win over Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai shed his blood and died for the children of Israel. All right? And you know, with that purpose of the Lord doing what he did, you know, we gotta seek him, man. We gotta get on the court with him.
That's right.
Because that's where our protection lies. In Yahweh with Yahweh Shai. Being covered underneath that blood. You see? But these people, they turn a blind eye to the message. They turn a blind eye to the names. You know, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You got that one dude, what's his name? What is it? Will Mills? Whatever his damn name is. King Dirtbags, as they call him.
Oh, yeah.
He talking about go get you some money. He's talking about the Israelites, and he's like, "Oh, yeah. How about y'all go get you some money? My kids can't eat books." You see? But that's their focus. All right. What happens when the person that's controlling all of that, the money, the banks, all this, shuts it down?
And see, their minds are not even predicated towards that. But the scriptures tell you that money is for defense. It ain't for showboating. It ain't for looking cool. It ain't for buying the things that you so desire with all your heart. You get what I'm saying? Because in the end, your kids can end up eating books. Okay? That man might eat those words that he said.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He might be making,
Most High's not mocked.
yeah, making page soup over at his house on that day. You know,
his kids is going to be going through it as well, because you know how he's dealing.
Yeah.
All right, how he's coming. But continue on verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking place of the villages, in the secret places. Doth he murder the innocent? His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He does catch the poor when he draweth him into a net. And how is he going to use that? You got to think about the hunting tactic. right?
Yeah.
You put a thing that's desirable unto that animal, whether it be food or whatever it is.
Animal call.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Call or something like that.
You put that right there in a snare, and they're gonna go right to it. Why? Because they desire that. So when you look at how Esau's gonna play it, when you think of how this devil's gonna play it, he's gonna utilize that life. Like, oh, you like to live like this? All right, cool. We can give you that plus more. Just join us. You know, and guess what? A lot of people's gonna fall for the okie doke. You already have people right now, just based off a conversation I had with some coworkers. You know, they don't even believe it. Like, they say they believe in the Most High, but you can tell they don't really believe in the Most High.
Yeah.
Because they talking about they don't know if there's a heaven and hell and this, that, and the third. Like, it's just all, oh, I just believe in God and that's it. Where's the Illuminati? Just send me the money, whatever the case is. These are all like stupid stuff that they were saying. Mm-hmm. But it's just showing you that these people, their mind is gone. Their mind is only set on things that are tangible, things that are right in front of them. If you tell them, listen, you know, spiritual things, you know, you tell them about, you see a UFO being a chariot of the Most High. These people can't grasp that, you know.
Yeah, because it's only given to men of certain level of wisdom to understand that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it says in 2nd Ezra 8.
You tell them, oh yeah, the devil's coming with the mark of the beast, and they're like, well, listen, if I got to do what I got to do, then I'm gonna do it. Like, lack of faith individuals.
Yeah, that's why Elder Apostle Tahar said they must learn the heritage first. Okay, they must learn, you know, the small things first before they get to the meaty matters.
Yeah,
that's a meaty matter. You know what I'm saying?
You got to know the scriptures. You got to know your history. You got to know these things.
Yeah.
You got to know what Yahweh Shah was presenting when he was on the scene, because once again, it helps you to navigate through these times. It helps you to deal with situations when you face on with them.
Yeah.
Look at the apostles. They've been through diverse temptations, you know, and look how they dealt with. Look at the prophet of old. Let's grab that real quick.
Yeah, and we're not looking at these men as mere men of today. We're looking at them as the ones that are in the spirit from the pages of this book. You know what I'm saying? This is not man pleasing. We believe that they get the word from the Most High Yahweh, just as it was given to Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai. That's how we believe they got the word, through Yahweh Shai, through the prophecies. You know.
Come on, this is Ecclesiastes 2:10. Look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Yeah. You see? So you have a better chance being with Yahweh Bashim El Shai than just this, you know, siding with Esau or just trying to figure it out on your own. You know? Because a lot of people, you still got a lot of people that's going to resist the government, but they don't know the Lord.
They don't. They're just going to be bystanders in the quells that happen on the city streets. That's what's going to happen. A lot of these people are going to lose their life marching.
Yeah, they trust in their own stuff. They trust in their weapons. They trust in, you know, they it's just like walking with no protection.
That's it. Because in the times to come, you think the government's going to be nice? The government's not going to be nice to nobody.
Yeah.
They're going to start killing people outright. And this is what the Lord is trying to show the multitude of people on the planet. The trouble that you're looking at that's not in your part of the planet, get ready, because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
And that's the thing. When you're met with it face on, that's when it's too late. You have no time to prep when it's at your door.
Nope. You
should have been prepping spiritually through before that time came. You see? But once again, these people are here just lacking, all right? They're lacking, first and foremost, wisdom and lacking fear of the Lord, because these people are just playing games. They don't take that, what Yahweh Shah was saying in Matthew the 24th series, the 24th chapter series. Yeah. They don't take that serious. These people don't even think that the Lord's coming back. Some people probably say, you know, because this way with there's many different stuff that they saying out there. Some people saying he already came. You know?
And that's one of the prophecies too.
You know
look low here, look low there.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, it's just going to be even worse for those people that don't believe, because they're going to run everywhere looking for the righteous doctrine, but they're going to be lost, you know?
Check this out, right? So Matthew 24:24, because we had mentioned earlier about that fake prophet or fake Messiah, right? And people don't know, if you read the scriptures, it gives you a layout on what to look forward to. And it says Matthew 24:23, if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs, all right, or false anointed, All right? And it says, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it was possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
That's it.
You see?
They're gonna get a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. You know, a lot of people come back, oh, you know, and as they say, you know, that they're the true people. And you know, right now they talking about building up the third temple over there. So they just playing on this. It's sensationalism.
Yeah.
They sensationalizing this thing that they're about to do.
What's
but
to come?
Yeah, but these people are gonna cleave onto it because they don't know how the Lord's coming. They don't understand that. Why? Because they're not reading. So these people gonna jump up and down when this man say do this, do that, and it's talking about he's gonna wrought miracles, right? He's going to be doing these different signs, so that it's going to make people believe, like, oh, snap. You know, this is why you got to be careful. This is why you got to walk in the spirit. This is why you got to read, you know, and allow the Lord to sup with you. Because if you don't, you're liable to get caught in that snare.
That's right.
You don't want to be caught naked. The Lord said, blessed is he that keepeth his garment. You don't want to be caught naked. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need to be caught naked.
Yeah.
You know, be getting prepared for the time of the wedding.
Yeah.
Right? So, within that itself, in that parable, right? If you're going to be invited to the wedding, which, you know, doing the work gets you invited to the wedding.
Yeah.
Right? That's the invitation. When you show up, you got to be on the same accord that the groom is on. Okay? Because that's the bridegroom. You know? And when that happens, how is you going to sit there? If you don't know what the scriptures are talking about and you're trying to lean on to it in your own way, you're going to get ousted. The scripture says that. They're going to be like, yo, take this man to the front door and throw him out sideways.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah.
You know? So it's coming down to the wire. And look, Lord's will, you know, it's not too much longer, but we hasten the day, man. And the Lord said himself that he was going to speed up the days. All right? Now they got a new pandemic coming. All right? And this is everybody that took the J. Like they be doing on the basketball court.
Yeah.
All right?
And
that fucking pneumonia shit is running rampant. I already know 3 people that already had pneumonia this year.
Yeah.
This year, and the winter ain't even started yet.
See, that's the thing, too. Like, we got to remember this is all prophecy. This is pestilences. There's many diverse pestilence out there that's rocking these people. I heard that what is it, listeria?
Yes.
One of another pestilence that's now running rampant. I think they did a recall on some type of food because
it's lunch meat.
Yeah, because it said it has listeria on it. You know, so you got to be careful. Certain waters, there's bacteria in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, we heading into a time like never before. We heading into a time where it's like you have to have faith. You have to have a great faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Because because everything is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, basically against you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with the Lord is the Father, Yahweh being the Father of Spirit, and His Son Yahweh Shah, who's given all dominion. That's where your protection lies. So anything that come up against you can't overcome you.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It says I can do all things through Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who strengthens me. You can go through it. You can endure these things and go through these things because the Lord is with you. If you ain't with the Lord and the Lord ain't with you, you're gonna succumb to these situations and circumstances.
Come.
All right.
Yeah. And it's gonna be hell on earth. Okay. And you have to rely on the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Not on men. You don't have to rely on men. We just learn from men. That's what we do. But ultimately, those men are supposed to teach you how to rely on the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Through the words that he left, man.
That's right.
Okay? Because it's definitely getting to the point, man, where all hell's about to break loose. We're not going to stop saying that because we're not living in La La Land. Okay? And then you're going to have to forego some things, man. When those things happen, you have to look at the time of Job. You know what I'm saying? How he had to let things go just to gain things on the other side. This is a real critical time that we're about to go into. You're not supposed to want for nothing on this side because the scriptures already tell you that this world passes away.
Look, check this out. Oh, Salaki, bear with me. Salaki. I just seen a news article. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Salaki.
Yeah. It's real detrimental. All right, that you learn how to lose things. Like the brother was telling me on a personal account when he was talking to me that a place where he works now is teaching him how to be more humble than ever, and just that's it. Just make do, man. Live on what the Lord is going to give you from that day to day. You know.
Yeah, utilizing everything that the Lord is putting in front of you and learn from it, because the Lord could be using those situations to build you up. You know, we pray and ask for certain stuff, but the Lord ain't just gonna give it to us. He's gonna teach us. He's gonna let us go through certain things so we can develop those attributes, those spiritual gifts. You know, so that later on when you go through it again, you know how to deal. You know, and humility is a big thing. Humility, because the Lord ain't dealing with nobody that's prideful. The Lord is dealing with those that are humble, the meek. You know, those that are lowly. You know. You know.
Hey, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Hey, so with that, you want to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.